Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, One Enlightened Diva, and I'm Valerie. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing well. Today, I'd like to share a piece with you. It is my interpretation of the story of Jesus and how that story coincides with you and me. I was thinking about the story of Jesus and how the Pharisees and the people killed him, and how he was placed in that tomb. They all thought that he was dead, but they didn't understand that the spirit within Jesus could not be destroyed. You see, spirit is energy. And when Jesus descended on this earth, it was his spirit within a vessel. He was never who he appeared to be. You see, he was seen by mortal eyes. You see, people believe what they can see or what they can comprehend. They saw a man, but he was not any man. He had a superior spirit within. And those people couldn't see it because they were not in tune with their higher selves. They were spiritually blind. He was different. And I believe the Pharisees became envious of Jesus because he brought something different than the low vibrational words that were being fed to the people. The Pharisees wanted to get rid of Jesus because Jesus came with a different perspective to make people think, to show people you are more than what you have been told. I feel the Pharisees wanted to kill Jesus because Jesus was waking people up to who they really were in the spirit. And because the Pharisees wanted to keep control and power over the people, they knew they had to get rid of Jesus. There comes the plot. Jesus was killed, but not really dead. By mortal standards, he was dead. However, death is a funny word that we associate with, he ain't coming back. That's the end of the road. But what if I told you death is just another beginning? I know Jesus knew this, that Jesus knew he couldn't die, not in the way we perceive death. You see, the body is temporary. It's a vessel to encase our spirit. As I told you, spirit cannot be killed nor destroyed. Spirit can only be transformed. Remember, spirit is energy. And when you understand that concept, then you understand that just because someone dies, they're not truly dead. So when you look around at the animals and the trees and nature in general, it is all spirit. And you are a part of all that exists. You see, one spirit is no more than the next spirit. We are collectively one big spirit. Why do you think when you sit in nature, or why do you think you find enjoyment in watching certain animals or even have animals as pets. Why do you think when you sit by the water or have a campfire or feel the wind on your skin or walking barefoot in the sand, it calms you? It is because you are no different than any of Earth's creations. Earth, air, fire, water. It's all spirit. There's a connection there. But back to Jesus. When Jesus was in the tomb for 3 days, I believe a transformation was taking place. What do I mean? I mean a spiritual transformation. I believe when Jesus rose up after 3 days, he was in the same vessel, but the difference is his spirit was visible. His superior high vibrational light was visible. That was his true form all along, but mortal man could not see it. I believe the Bible is and was about us. I believe Jesus was trying to show us how powerful we are. And when we have a spiritual death, not a physical death, although when we die, our spirits do not, but when we have a spiritual death, we transform into a higher version of ourselves, a higher spiritual version of ourselves. And when you transform into this higher version, it's like you are made anew. You are in your full power, full potential, full strength, and your full mental power. It's like being a superhero. You have the eyes to see beyond the ordinary, the ears to hear what others don't hear. Your inner strength is beyond comprehension. It's like you have the same body, but what's operating in that body is not the same as before. It's like taking a 4-cylinder engine out of a car and replacing it with a 8-cylinder engine. It's an upgrade. You see, it's still you, but it's a divine version of you. And that version can perform on a much higher level than that lower version of you. Remember in the Bible, Jesus said we would do things far greater than he did. What do you think that means on a higher spiritual level? I feel when you transform, you become a different anomaly. You become magical, indestructible, unstoppable, and immortal. Think about the movies like X-Men and the Eternals. These movies are about us and what we can do when we are at our highest potential and our highest self. It may sound strange to some what I am saying, and even at one point it was strange to me. However, when you elevate your consciousness, you start to believe the impossible is possible, that there are no limitations of what we can do when we truly transform within. And these words may seem foreign or strange to you. Society has got us confused. We think what we see on the big screen is not possible. We think that because the powers that were never wanted us to raise our consciousness, because if we ever did, we would realize that we were being played as fools. What do I mean? We pay money to see the movies with these people with gifts and abilities, and we think it's so amazing that I could never do that. It is a conditioning that if we see people doing things out of the ordinary or beyond what we could comprehend, it could never be you or I. That's the deception. These characters are us on a higher level. That's what they don't want you to know. So when I speak of these things, or anyone does, you would think they're out of their minds. That's what they want you to think. So you will stay asleep to your highest potential. Some may resonate with this video, but if not, you must raise your consciousness. Raise your vibration, your frequency. And when you do, you will resonate with this video on another level, at another time. And if you all like this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to be notified when I upload a new video, hit the notification button. And if you'd like to donate or support my channel, the information is in the description box. Thank you all. Bye-bye.